Question. I don't know.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smiling. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Grand rising. Woo, people, today is Wellness Wednesday. You know what? It's a beautiful day. It was a nice, brisk morning. I got up and I had to get ready for physical therapy this morning. And let me tell you something. Physical therapy this morning kicked my behind. I missed a couple of physical therapies because I was feeling under the weather last week. Man, am I feeling it today? It's like when you are exercising and you stop exercising, your body goes back to that muscle memory or that weak muscle memory or that bad muscle memory. I don't know, whatever you want to say, but when you start working on exercising, you have to keep it going because as soon as you stop, it's like you got to start all over again from scratch. I'm tired. I can't breathe. I'm tired. I feel bloated. I feel like that I'm walking. I'm a weeble wobble. I know I'm a big girl. Always been a big girl. But I feel extra plump and juicy, if that makes any sense. I feel extra bloated. And I don't know if it's because of the weather thing and the congestion thing, but damn it, I'm tired. Wellness Wednesday. We got to find some ways to start getting better and feeling better, y'all. Molly, I need my sea moss. No joke. Well, I got that all off my chest. Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. Good book, good book. And Molly Moss Seamoss, that's what I'm trying to get me some of so I can start feeling better and take some of this inflammation out of my body. It's just like, how much mucus can one nose hold? It's like you just so snotty and sneezing and the allergy, and then you go to the doctor tells you, okay, it's a cold. Oh, no, it's your allergies. Look, doc, is this a virus that's attacking my body, or is this the atmosphere that's attacking my body? Okay. And he was like, well, how long have you been had? If it's a virus, you should be feeling better like after sometimes like 3 to 5 days. Mind you, if you don't need any antibiotics, right? But when it's allergies and stuff, it's something that persists. Every freaking night or a couple of times a day, my eyes water like I'm cutting onions. I might as well take the onions and put it in my eyes. That's how bad it be watering and itching. And then when the eyes is watering and itching, then I get the snotting. And then when you get some bad news or you feel sad and when you start crying, you all open and then you're snotting and crying. How much snot can the body have? I'm going to Google that. How much snot is in the fucking body? Because this is damn it ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. It's not Turn Up Tuesday, not Monday Madness, but it's Wellness Wednesday, and we got to get on point to get the wellness going, folks. Good morning. Who I got in the trade? Hey, baby, how you?
Good morning. What's up, Slim? Good morning. How you
Oh,
feeling?
did you say what's up, Slim? Ah, don't I wish,
Yeah.
right? Shit. It's one of them mornings, right? I'm up there physical therapy, couldn't do my daggone therapy. I'm like, what's going on here? I couldn't
But
breathe.
you, I mean, you made it there. Didn't you make it there?
I had to,
Okay.
but I felt like I just couldn't. Today, I just felt like I couldn't breathe. I took my asthma medicine before, I went there so I could open the fresh lungs, But today, the exercise and me trying to bend, almost passed out because it cut my breath short. Have y'all ever been over to tie your shoe and you get short breath or dizzy?
When I was bigger, yeah. Hell yeah.
Huh? That's
I
what
said when I was bigger, hell yeah. Hell
think
yeah, when
my
I was
stomach
bigger.
is cutting off the circulation to my thighs. Stop one of them.
That is
Oh
not good.
gosh.
You know that is not good.
No, hell no. I'm trying to figure out what the hell this is coming from. Because I've been cutting back away from stuff and it seems like I'm getting bigger. I'm like, what the hell is that? There is
But
this theory.
do you think you trading it up? Do you think you trading up what you try and get away from for stuff that might like appear to be good or appear to be better and not really be?
Um
Regardless, you know,
like I cut back chips and I nosh on popcorn. Is that a trade in?
that's not a bad trade in. I mean, there's for anything you mess with, there's always a better option like stuff that has like low sodium, like light butter. Like there's always alternative versions for
I ain't
everything.
even to tell you the
So
last
healthier
time I used
popcorn.
some daggone butter. I ain't even,
Right.
I've been doing good with cutting it like out completely something. I'm trying to understand. And my mother was like, "You got big," and she said, "Your butt even got big." I said, "Wait a minute now, my butt got
I hate
big."
them family members that call out shit like that. I mean, I know you like that part, but
I like it. I said, "My
but at the
butt got
same time, I
big."
hate family members that point out like something that they deem negative for real, and they gotta point out like what they noticed and all that shit. Not
And
hello first and all that, but then we got big.
she was like crazy. She said, "You done gained all your weight back." I said, "Huh? Mom, what you talking about?" She said, "Your legs look huge." And I go through this bloating thing. And I think it's because of my medicine. Steroids on and off the steroids. It will do that. But she was like, "You look huge." She said, "Your legs look huge." She said, "Even your butt got big." I was like, "See, what you're not gonna do is this and compliment me at the same time. Because if my butt get big, I
Yeah,
ain't never had no ass." And you mean to tell me I got to get on some steroids to get ass? That's crazy. But
right.
my
That just
legs,
popped out of nowhere.
right. I used to go to the vein clinic, USA Vein Clinic, to try to get the varicose veins taken out of my leg. I've never had any problem with swelling in the legs like this, in the limbs, until after I had those local procedures done. That was mechanical ablation, chemical, um, oh gosh, a mechanical ablation, chemical, I forgot what the A was for. Oh, ablation. They would take the chemical to get rid of the varicose veins in the leg. They said
Yeah,
because it gave you poor circular problems, right? And
yeah,
not until after I got pictures where my legs was wrapped up after the procedure where you're supposed to keep it wrapped up and up
yeah.
to the thigh. I'm gonna send it to Molly, and I'm like, okay, my leg never had no problem in swelling at the top part, like that the thigh part. This don't seem real or don't seem right. And it's like it's the weight stops at the knee and folds over. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You gonna be fat just above the knee? How you gonna be fat above the elbows and shit? I mean, I'm like, if I don't look like somebody done put some
Well,
toothpicks.
you went through a big weight loss, so I would give myself, despite some of those things that you might see like as a problem, you went through a weight loss. You know, and you're not, you're, I mean, I'd say this respectfully, but you're top heavy.
Yeah,
That's it. If anybody's around you, like, they'll see that it's all love here. All the love was left right here because the rest of your body is actually pretty slim. Like it's just it's just this that gives you the illusion that you're bigger than what you are in your clothes. If you didn't have as much up here, then it will bring it all together because you're not big the way you feel. Like I can see the weight loss. Like when you talk about like your arms or you don't like this or you don't like that, but that's the result of actual weight loss. Because if you was big and bloated the way you thought you really was, there would be no such thing as excess skin because it would be you went through a little transformation. Give yourself a little credit for the weight loss thus far.
I got it. Step it up, step up the A game. And last night I was seriously thinking I'm gonna do a challenge again, and I'm gonna challenge everybody on the panel again to go vegan, do Molly's challenge, not vegan but plant based. I'll say he said plant based, and during that time when I went plant based, last year we did it? Because when you went on the challenge too, it was you, me. It was Bernice, Lady B, Nene, and Michelle, myself, and Molly, and it was somebody else that was doing. We was doing the plant based, and he gave us. He said you can eat much fruit, vegetables as you want, and he didn't even take away the dairy because he let us eat cheese because that's how I survived it. I would eat. It couldn't be no meat. He said it was no meats, so we couldn't eat no meat. But that's how I survived. I was able to eat egg and cheese, but I really didn't even eat egg because eggs make me nauseous for some strange reason. Nowadays, eggs makes me. Where did that come from? But anyway, so I survived off of eating avocado, different types of salads, and when I wanted something like full of protein, I would take some tortilla chips and sprinkle cheese on it, let it melt, and dip it in the avocado. I used to make my own guacamole. I was making my own salsa. And even when the weekend came, I thought I would be fiending for chicken. I was cool. I wasn't even fiending for the stuff that I usually I was fiending for. Girl, I'm thinking, I'm like, I might try that challenge again. We did it for 28 days. We did it for 4 weeks.
It won't be hard at all for me because I don't really buy a lot of. I'm not really one of the people that be tripping over getting a steak, and some people go, "Oh, I'm gonna go out and get a steak." All right, okay, but at the same time,
get because the inflammation in my joints and the arthritis, and to get it out of my system and the mucus build up. But then another thing I thought about, I want to increase my steps intake, my exercise, my movement. I think if I could break through that pain threshold, because of my ailments, my disability, when I move a certain way, it's debilitating, and I stop. When I hit that pain, I'm like, okay, stop. I need to be able to go past that pain threshold. But taking Tylenol extra strength ain't doing it, baby. So today my physical therapist asked me, she was like, have you thought about seeing a pain management? Because the back pain and the up and the girls cause severe pains in the shoulders. Do you remember Trey? Because I used to actually have to hold my bag or whatever for me because I couldn't carry it. It was so like the bra was so heavy, it was deep.
What's up, Josh?
Grooved in. Good morning, LA Josh Preston. Good morning.
He the only one you say his name full out like that. He the only one you say his name full out.
Good morning, like DJ Slicky Woo Boo.
What's up, y'all?
So that, I'm gonna see what pain management is talking about. Because it was.
What about bothers you when you try to go out and exercise? Like, what about bothers you that makes you sit down?
I do it, but it start hurting when my back.
What? Oh, your back. Okay.
When my lower back start hurting on the left side, that damn sciatic nerve, it feels like something is stretching and pulling my ass down. Like, I'm like, oh, I can't even stand up. And when I do stand up, it hurts so bad. And I think it's because of the breasts. Again,
Hey, have you
trying to
ever thought
balance.
of? And I mean, that might be kind of a personal question, but it is Wellness Wednesday. Have you ever thought about a reduction?
Yeah, I do.
Because I just
I
see
have
so many
48.
women online talking about how
I
much
have
this is a problem.
48 MMs. I went to see Lexington Plastic Surgery. This was right before the pandemic because I was supposed to have my surgery in March and they shut it down and I didn't get my boobs done in 2020. That was the last surgery I was going to have, but because of the pandemic, it didn't happen. He
Yeah.
told me my boobs weigh 50 pounds. He when he picked up my breast, he did like this and had to go around because it's from around the side. All of that is breast meat. All of that is really a lot of boob meat. Good morning, Damien Seaman.
Oh, by the way, you totally fucking killed it last night, and I'm glad you just said hi and you were talking about your titties. That's fucking beautiful. Hell yeah. Lock it in.
My bad.
Okay.
I got kicked off the thing.
Anyway, he said it's 25 pounds each breast. So imagine
a lot of
you
weight.
carrying a 50-pound bag of potatoes on your chest. Imagine, you know how much 50 pounds weigh, right? So just put it on your chest and walk around like that. It's miserable.
You ever see the like really older ladies that they got like a humpback, you know, shoulders
bad
up,
posture. Yes,
bad posture, and the osteoporosis, you know, doesn't let them actually stand upright. Well, my grandma was the same thing. I mean, she had 30, 40-pound titties, and she was a little woman. And when she got into her 70s, it had just been too much, and there wasn't a whole lot that you could correct. So she had them taken off.
Well,
just so she had more mobility. She didn't need him anymore. Fucking grandkids, great grandkids, whatever. I mean, what the fuck are they for now when you're in your 70s?
Okay. So, I mean, I think it still keeps a woman feeling a little feminine, regardless. You know.
No. Wait a minute. No. My grandma, just like Althea put a wig on or something. Okay, my grandma, man, she'd get one of those bras that got the fake titties in them. You know, it's filled with cotton. I mean, she still make herself look as pretty as she could, but she didn't need the titties no more. Plus, she didn't need them. And that right there, when her boobs are taken off, she didn't have to use a cane anymore. She could even though she still was kind of like humpback, but she could walk around. She'd go to her garden, stuff like that. And she said that was a blessing. And she also said that all of her kids sucked her fucking dry, not only physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. So fuck those titties. That's what she said. Thanks, Grandma.
Well, these are balancing mechanisms as well, and I'm trying to balance them now that I got older. They told me that my core is weak, so they want to strengthen up my core again, so I can stand straight up again, you know, right up again. And everything. These titties have flew me in the closet, had me somersaults every time I bend the fuck over. I'm doing damn. Why am I tumbling? Why am I every time I bend? If I move too fast, I'm on my damn back. It flips me right over. Have you ever had titties that make your feet go over your head? Topsy-turvy.
Hey, Connie, you listening to Althea? Have your titties ever gotten in the way and you flipped over?
No. I mean, when you bending down, I mean, I kid you not. I can't make this up. That was a true story about me getting out of the shower, dropping the phone, and running and flipping, and then got flung in the damn closet. My son was like, "Mom, what the hell?"
Oh yeah, I remember you said that shit too. Clear the whole door out the way.
He did. That Monica door, that thing was pushed in the middle of the damn closet. They was like, "Oh, I'm up there in the damn closet."
Althea, do you remember that? Do you remember that joke that you might have seen it on the videos and stuff? But it's about lying to your kids, and that all goes up to your grandparents. So I was drunk, and I had to come home. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I thought my mom had locked the door 11:30. Grandparents don't give a fuck. The door's unlocked. So I'm walking down the hallway. I'm ripping pictures off. I'm hammered like a motherfucker. And I thought I opened up the bathroom door because I had to piss. And I opened up the wrong fucking door. And here's what I see. My grandpa's got one tennis ball off his walker attached to his cock, and he's doing something propeller style in the corner. My grandma is spread eagle on the bed. One boob is slid off the bed onto the floor. The other one she's got in her hand lasso style. And she's yelling at grandpa saying, I can see you're wearing protection. Get over here and mount me. And I'm at the foot of the bed like one of my kids, and I pissed my pants. What the fuck are you guys doing? And grandma picked her kitty up, puts it on her stomach, and said, get out of here. We're practicing for the UFC.
What is that remotely has to do with Wellness Wednesday? Today is not
freaking something about long breasts and stuff.
I don't know. I was just going along with the whole breast conversation. I don't even know what the topic is.
It's the conversation is more so the back or the downside of having to deal with breasts that are weighing you down, not somebody tripping over long titties, swirling them around, lassoing them.
There you go.
Well, these are blunt force objects, and you can hit a nigga in the head with one of these, and and which is good. For some reason, everything I put in my boobs, melt into the boobs, and they stay hot. You know that they just melt into the boobs. Imagine if I didn't have no more boobs, I wouldn't be able to make no more hot ham and cheese.
So.
Mobility,
or easy bake, or mobility.
Easy bake.
You can choose. You decide. You prevent easy bake oven production.
I want mobility. I go to that damn big oven to damn bake my cookies and shit. I want the mobility. I want the freedom to be able to move. And I'm thinking now that the weight is actually hindering because I'm getting older. A lot of people don't like to admit it, but when we get older, we like a car, we get kind of breaking down, calcium deposits and everything. It's not the same like it used to be. Because I was like, it was so funny when I was at my mother's house for Sunday dinner. She invited us all over, me and my 3 sisters. 3 o'clock came, and everybody has an alarm set to take what? Their 3 o'clock medication. All of us said the same thing. Is that my phone? Is that my phone? Everybody's alarm was going off. My sisters and my mom, my 2 sisters and my mom. So 4 bitches in the house like, is that mine? Is that mine? Time to take my 3 o'clock medicine. When did it get like that?
Maybe your titty was dialing the phone that you were hiding in there.
No,
your titty was dialing the phone.
Radiation.
911. The phone couldn't breathe, so it was dialing 911.
That's another thing, ladies. Do not put your phone in your titties, because your titties will make your phone sweat and short circuit that bitch. I was like, who drop my titties in a sink of water? That's how, the heat, and all that. So that is not a good thing. And radiation, and you don't want, we got to deal with enough type of radiations and cancers and all that. And that the phones is just not, those waves on that phone just not good for that dense tissue in the boobies, in the tatas.
But you just got Connie cracking the fuck up out there. My wife can't stop
laughing. We all take medicine. From my mama and my sisters and everybody. Oh, time to take the medicine. I was like, we look like the Golden Girls for real.
Right.
I'm Dorothy Spornak. Of course, I'm Dorothy Spornak. My sister is across. My mother is Betty White. It's just a crossover. And then I got a sister that's Blanche, of course. So it was just.
One with somebody with a little money, a little change,
and I'm just looking around like, when did it get to this? And then I'm in physical therapy, and I'm up there with this older man in there. He was like, it don't get better. And he was like, it hurt, don't it? And I was like, Yeah, he had 2 knee replacement surgeries, and he was in there, and I'm scared about that too. I'm like, jeez, if I wanted to see another decade, I got to get some things taken care of with my body before I get to a certain age where they're going to say, well, we ain't messing with you. So I got to get some things taken care of now so I can not only be able to live to see grandchildren or whatever, but be able to be mobile, be able to play with them. You know, could you see me sitting in the damn wheelchair, can't move, can't do nothing? Come in, baby, come in. I want to be able to live and have fun with my grandkids. I want to be able to show them some stuff like my grandmother showed us, you know. And it's not the quantity of life, it's the quality at this point. And I think, you know, and I want a better quality of life. So I got some videos. Oh, and Lee had me look up heel spurs. Do y'all know plantar fasciitis and heel spurs? Now, you know, you could get the 2 mixed up because I got the 2 mixed up. I happen to have 2, and Medicare paid for me for this $250 pair of tennis shoes, ugly ass tennis shoes. They green, but I wear them because it has my orthotics in them. Now I'm finding out that orthotics isn't good for the plantar fasciitis. I'm like, well then, why are they making them? They always putting band-aids on shit that make you actually it messes up. It messes it up. Because did you know that you guys should not be wearing any narrow shoes that your toes supposed to be able to spread out? Did y'all know that?
Mm-hmm.
Your toes
it changes the structure over time. Yeah, that's why people should be all bent up because they've been working somewhere for 25 years.
Your toes, exactly. They're supposed to be able to spread out. And when we wear narrow shoes, because I know y'all was told the same thing. Get you a pair of New Balance. Get you a pair of the cushion. No, that's not what you want. You want some flat shoes without the cushion and the dip in it and all that, so it can evenly distribute the weight of your body. I was like, what? All of this stuff, women wearing high heels. Tina Turner, poor Tina Turner. I can imagine her feet. When you wearing high heels and all them other shoes, when you get older, everybody's gonna be in orthopedic shoes. So it don't matter. And they used to say, oh, you wanted the cushion so it can have the dip and all that in there. That's a no-no. They said
Althea, when was the last time you wore stiletto high heels?
I haven't been able to wear high heels since I broke my ankle. I got a metal plate and 7 screws in my leg. Gotcha. And for some reason, I can't, when I try to put a heel on, I can't pivot. My left foot, it won't go down like it's supposed to. And I think it's because of the screws. You know, you don't move the same way, and I can't wear it. It hurts. It actually it's painful. But you know, que sera, so fucking raw, right? Molly, we got a video I want to show y'all. And y'all tell me what y'all think about what we see.
60 years, and now at 78, somebody's saying I'm fine. I'm like,
Ghostbusters star Ernie Hudson recently went viral after posing on a red carpet rocking in jeans and a tight black t-shirt. Can you believe that Mr. Ernie Hudson is 78 years old? This is Ernie in 1980, but after 4 decades, he is looking hotter than ever. One Twitter user wrote, "Sweet baby Jesus, I'm lusting after someone's grandpappy," and another called the actor the epitome of tall, dark, and handsome.
The 78, look at them gams right there, boy.
Thank you.
His recent iconic appearance came about unexpectedly due to a smudge on his jacket just before hitting the red carpet. However, what may seem like a fortunate accident merely showcased the results of years of dedicated effort towards maintaining a healthy lifestyle. His toned physique and impressive biceps weren't simply a stroke of luck, they were the product of consistent choices made over time to prioritize health and well-being.
I'd like to look good at 120.
In this video, prepare to be inspired by Ernie's holistic approach to health. He will share his exercise routines, his top 5 food choices at home, as well as 10 specific supplements he takes for his well-being.
Let's get to work.
While you may think that Ernie Hudson's healthy physique is due to good genes, that was not the case.
In 1998, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. 2011, I was diagnosed with rectal cancer.
He is a 2-time cancer survivor. In both cases, screening caught his cancer early, making treatment more effective. Let's first explore how he exercised to keep fit.
The old way of doing business is over. It's going to look completely different in 2025. Are you ready? Listen, for years we were told that success came from hard work, from grinding, from going after your own thing. But the world has changed.
Exercise. Hitting the gym regularly.
At 78 years old, I'm at a point where I have to do something, but I'm not a gym rat.
For Ernie, exercise isn't just about sculpting a perfect physique. In his own words, I see these guys who really pump up and they got these massive arms and six-packs and all that. That's not what my career has been about. Ernie said in an interview that his body didn't really change until the last 5 to 10 years.
70s, things change. I had a visitor, Mr. Jiggles, came to live at the bottom of my stomach here.
He said, when I turned 50, people said, your body's going to change. Nothing changed. 60s, nothing changed. 70s, there was a change. He noticed that fat began to gather on the lower stomach, and it wasn't going away. So now in his 70s, he goes to the gym more regularly. Part of his fitness routine includes working with a personal trainer. And on the days I don't work out, I try to get in at least a half-hour walk at a nice pace.
I will walk to 10,000 steps at least.
Get the heart rate up over 110 BPM. That is Ernie's secret to keeping away what he calls Mr. Jiggles. Ernie shares that it's very important to maintain a regimen that he can stay consistent with. He works out 3 days a week. Mondays are for coordination and balance, Wednesdays are for Pilates, and Fridays are for strength training. With a variety of exercises, he feels very pumped, which makes it more fun. Having a young trainer that pushes him like Ernie is in his 20s makes the gym session even more energized. Ernie continues to pump out at least 100 to 150 push-ups across 3 sets. On the other days, Ernie squats. While traveling, Ernie jumps rope and fits in crunches or planks in his hotel room. Exercise. Walking. Ernie emphasized that it's important to follow common sense stuff like walking. While filming, Ernie can be found walking around the set in between takes. He also walks around all the airport terminals rather than indulge in the free snacks at the first-class lounges. It's been paying off, as Hudson shows no signs of calling cut on his acting career. With his wife of almost 40 years, Linda Kingsburg, Ernie tries to take at least 10,000 steps a day. Thankfully, it's not too difficult to...
Molly, cut right there. Cut the video right here. Okay, now, it's longer than my normal 4-minute video, but I was so inspired by him when I was saying that I was going to physical therapy. Then when I got sick, I don't know if y'all knew I got sick, but I got sick and I missed a couple of therapies. But when I did and tried to come back, it was like, what the hell happened? It was like the body just went back to the blah. Wherever they stretched that muscle out or the progress that I made, it felt like I was starting like all over again. And the pain was there again. I'm like, why is this shit hurting again? Well,
you gotta be consistent, like Jack LaLanne. You gotta be consistent. And if you're consistent and you establish a routine, give me an example. And again, I'm a retired Navy corpsman. But if you are consistent with a routine, and as painful as it may be initially, you're going to see some results. And as soon as you break that consistency, your body will tell you, oh, okay, you're not doing that anymore. So your cortisol levels are going to rise, and that's going to allow you to store more fat, and because your body's trying to protect itself. But if you are completely consistent and have a routine and never break it, you don't have to worry about the results, because your results will also be consistent. As soon as you drop 30 pounds, and you're like, yeah, high-fiving yourself, or drop 50 pounds, you're high-fiving yourself. And then you go back to any, shut up, you guys, my dogs. You guys have to maintain a consistent, consistent relationship with what your decision is to exercise and what your decision is to not exercise. Because What happens for most people, and what I've seen, it's just my opinion, is that people get all excited. They go to the gym, they're sweating it out to the oldies with Richard Simmons and all that shit. And then they see some results and they're like, oh man, I just dropped, 2-3 dress sizes. Oh man, I'm looking good. And then all of a sudden you say you're looking good. No, you got to continue to do good. You got to continue to be consistent. Because if you stop walking, you stop doing that, here's what happens. The weight comes right back. And not only does it come right back, it can come back even more so. That's what I get out of what that video you just put out there, is because he's 78 years old, looks damn good, and but he is consistent, regimented, and doesn't go off his path. But when you go off your path and you slow down and you say, okay, I look good enough right now, or I can take a break, well, then your body's going to tell you, no, I actually kind of like that. Why don't you keep doing it? And when you don't like it, it's all going to come back, and it's going to come back even more.
Yeah, I agree. Trey, what do you think about the exercising thing? Like once you start, you got to keep something going, even if it's just walking.
Right.
That's very true. I don't really have too many like remarks or whatever, but just to staying consistent is true. I like walking every day if you can mix it with other things. If you have the time to go somewhere that has a pool or whatever and do some, like, I like to swim too, so I do the combination of bike riding, walking, swimming. Just being outdoors, just find a reason to get up and get outside of your house is happening.
Dogs don't even see that.
It works for me.
Now, those two things I don't know how to do. I don't know how to swim, and I don't know how to ride a bike.
Well, water aerobics, you don't have to actually be a swimmer, and you don't actually have to be on the deep end. It's the resistance in the water that makes it like more effective. Just like walking is way more effective than running and some of the other exercises people do that don't really do anything for you.
Wait a minute. Did you say walking is more effective than running?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
You told me about your studies and stuff like that. So
yeah, but some things that you forget, or some things running, you be like, I ain't running over. But this is why refreshing courses and stuff is always good, because they used to tell you the first you start off with a brisk walk, then you start a walk. That's like the little jog walk, and then they say, and then you. I guess that's where
that's the breath control, like to build your way up to being able to start jogging. That's just getting your air together so you can keep going and you don't like burn yourself out in like 10 seconds trying to run this shit. This is a build up, with your air control, really.
Well,
I don't run, but I have the capacity to do for a little bit.
Technology has changed from 35, 40 years ago, because because I used to run cross country, right? And in school and stuff, and they told us, they didn't say walking was better than running. They told us how to get up to the run and do the running and the sprint and the endurance of it, so it was, like I said, I'm not fast, but I used to have stamina. I used to have endurance. And everybody knows slow and steady wins the race. Wow. But so now they saying that walking is better than the jogging now. Okay.
And then you dropping weight on your knees and shit. You can build your way up, build your muscles up and stuff, so that impact isn't a thing.
That makes sense when you get older the other way, because like you said, the weight on your knee. But I want to know, what did you do? Because I heard you say that you was bigger. You said that before, so I wanted to know, what did you do actually how did you not only come down but keep your weight at a certain level? How do you keep from yo-yoing?
Well, I would say first that how men lose weight and everything is different. So the first thing I would not do is compare yourself to any guy. I'm not saying that that's what you're going to do, but I would just say that they're two totally different things. But when I had more so when I had the freedom to do what I wanted, get out. I was working anyway, so it's extra reasons to walk. But I'll walk, bike ride, like to one from one part of the city to the other. I might come back and want to swim for a few hours. It was just honestly just starting to be active. When I was under a certain age, I didn't have the freedom to just say, "Hey, I want to go outside. I want to go for a long ass walk. I want to." So, you know, some families encourage people to be little fat asses because they be sitting there, and no, and it's the truth. It's the
Yeah, I'm
truth.
laughing because
They
you're
encourage
right.
people to be
You
little
can't
fat
go
asses, and
outside
I
and
got
play. You gotta be
so I got a desktop and a console and all these things that make you not want to leave your house. And though I appreciate my family for those things, that shit was making me a fat ass. I'm sitting there eating Cheetos, playing a video game. Yeah, I think I will be a little chunky. I think it will be a little hard to tie my shoes. But when I got the freedom to get out the house, is when I was like instantly active. I wanted to, walk and bike ride and swim when I can, go to a rec or something that had a pool or, or it was summertime, So just being active. And I don't eat like a lot of shit. I cook my own food, so I don't eat a lot of outdoor food too much because a restaurant is different because y'all actually going cooking it. But if you control what you're putting in your food, that changes a lot. Because these burgers and shit will sit on your ass. My face will get fat as shit if I want to eat a double quarter pounder. And the next morning I'm gonna be looking like I had, like I went to a Golden Corral or some shit. So just watching what the fuck I eat for real.
Yeah. Okay. And Lee has told me time and she's like, Althea, I gotta get you out here in Virginia. I gotta keep you active. Because she said that we'll walk around the city, we do all this. But I'm like, y'all keep forgetting I walk with a damn cane, I walk slow. And when a bitch is tired, I'm gonna be on that walker. But I'm gonna start trying to push past that level of discomfort. Because there's always a point where I'm like, I can't do no more, and I'm scared.
Just remember that discomfort, that pain, when you increase your pain threshold, that's your body telling you you can handle it, and the pain is going to be temporary, but the results are going to be long standing. Keep doing that, Althea. I mean, that's exactly the fucking right attitude. You want to increase your pain threshold because if you're constantly comfortable, you become a beanbag chair. That's comfortable. But if you're hanging yourself upside down on one of those things with your feet in the air and stuff, trying to stretch out your back, that's uncomfortable. It's painful. But if you consistently try and increase your pain threshold, I think that's the right thing to do because pain lets you know. I mean, when people are working out, what do you have to do? You got to break through the pain. Right? That's why they call it breakthrough pain. Marathon runners.
Let me
get
tell
runners
you,
high.
I used to, it was a time, this is when they told me I had cardiomyopathy. I was going to the gym with my mom because I was getting ready for my cousin's wedding. I was dropping the weight to try to be able, because I was the maid of honor. So I had to look good, look the gown and all of that. And I had a trainer, physical trainer, Robert Sears, excellent. And he had us boxing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Now I'm in the gym pushing it and pushing it. I go to work the next day and I just felt like really exhausted, tired. They told me then that, no, I had cardiomyopathy. My injection fracture went down. My heart function went down. And I don't know. I think it came from me getting the sinus infection. The bacteria weakened the heart, right? And I'm steady pushing, and I almost pushed myself in the grave. So how would I know? And it kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it scared me, it frightened me, and so that's now when I feel something discomfort, I'm like because I don't know, is it really something or is it really just that pain? And we didn't know that. Because they gave me the clear to exercise, to work out. Because in order to get a trainer, you have to go through a physical thing. I had the all clear, but who knew that bacteria from a sinus infection would damage your heart muscles? Bacteria is a bitch. That's all And
What's up,
that's
JoJo?
what
What's up,
happened.
Lee? Good
Uh,
morning,
And
y'all.
2008, in 2008, yes, October the 20th. After that, then I was in the hospital before the end, and this was before I lost the butt cheek. This was in 2008. I didn't get sick until 2014, so I still had both cheeks and everything. So, and I love boxing. I love that aggression boxing, and that was good exercise. But I set my stout ass down because back then I had stamina. I wasn't as disproportionate. Now I'm blowed the fuck out. Like, so I wanted to set my puffy ass down somewhere and was scared to move. And I like, oh, if I do too much, oh, what happened, So I know I got to get past. I got to get out of my mind. I got to get out of that fear of what happened back then, so I can move on. Because I can't let this be the reason why I blow up like the damn puffer fish. They be like, look at Reese, I'm the old roly-poly. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. I refuse to. I'm going walking with you, Lee. Lee, where you at, Lee? Good morning,
He's
Lee.
right there.
Good morning, JoJo, baby.
You, what's up, B?
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Now, JoJo is an older dude, but he has a nice physique. And when I say he has a nice physique, body-wise, he's slim, but he got muscles. He got calf muscles, and he got muscles up here and stuff. And when he doing his comedy, he could be all animated and jump and do all that shit. I was like, he up there running around on stage. What you doing on it? Because he could move. And he's a man too. He's stronger, but his physique is different. Lee is stronger than she looks. Lee is strong as I don't know what. Her ass walking all over. Who goes through lung cancer and then still walk a mile? As soon as they get out the hospital, she walked home from the hospital. She was like, fuck this. I'm not getting a ride. I'm walking home. It was like, she rough. That little girl rough. Like she rough, worn, rough.
That's what's up, baby. That's what's up, baby. That's what's up.
She tells me, out there, you need to walk out there. Come on, walk it out there. She walked me. We went to see Paz's show in August. Me, her, and Gwen. And that's when they had that game down there, the Nats, the Nationals. That was like some hell trying to maneuver through that. But Lee was a walking ass. Not only did she come back and get me from the train station, because I didn't know where I was going. We had to walk down here and walk down there. And Lee is a walking ass. I think I stopped 11 times. I'm like, oh, my back. And I'm on the cane. I'm like, oh, my back. Then she walked back and got Gwen ass and walked her, And I'm like, just damn. She walking all over. She like a little Energizer bunny. Lee gone. Lee walking. And then don't let some shit break out. I didn't see Lee run. They had broke out into a fight at one event. He gonna Lee running all up into the building. Right? They thought she was security. She dotting and doing all this. And then we like, Lee, what is she? You go, where Lee going? She up there running with the police. They think she's security.
That's awesome. Fuck yeah, Lee. Good job, Lee. Security. Hell yeah.
And you guys inspire me. I know if I was around you guys closer, because I know Trey be like, come on, love, let's walk. I can hear him now say that. Come on, love. Is that not you? Come on, love. Let's walk.
Here's how you gotta be doing it. This is what you gotta do. Right here. Look at my screen. See that? See what I'm doing? See what I'm prepping?
What is that?
Broccoli and Brussels.
Oh, hell yeah.
I do that all the time. Oh, yes.
I'm just saying, these are the things that we don't have to, or you can just continue to be how you be. But when you switch the game, well, shake your head yes to the other side. Stop saying no and say yes a lot. Say yeah. That's the problem in the hood. We shake our heads all the time.
I'm shaking my head when you said.
Oh no, I'm breaking off. I'm breaking off from the conversation. I'm pulling you back. I'm pulling me back, and I'm gonna pull you back. We both back now. Yeah, the yes, and
I'll do that. I'll do the veggie thing. Heck yeah! Like I was saying,
it needs to be a part of our daily process. You know, I mean, if you want to do at least a couple days a week, sit down. It's not only does it let you eat better, it opens your eyes and the avenues, and you see a whole lot more when you sitting down with your food. You know, it takes you to a different type of clarity. God gives you different openings, and you know, when grandmama and mama was in that kitchen cooking, prepping food and stuff, all that good prayer and good energy and good thoughts and stuff like is going through their minds. It's peacetime. It's time with self, you know. So even if it's a half hour, you know what I mean? Even if it's a quick one, it's something that gives you gratitude, and it gives you a little bit more understanding about eating well and good health. And now that we're aware of the things, to now actually put them into our system of everyday life.
Yeah, Connie, last night she made I like that Brussels sprout and broccoli thing because I love that shit. But last night, my wife Connie, she made a butternut squash, and then she put all 3 different kinds of peppers in it, some onion, extra virgin olive oil, just a little bit of salt and pepper. And
all right, send us the recipe. I ain't give me the recipe on, you know what I'm saying. And
what did you make, Connie?
I'm sure I'll finesse it, because I know you probably put some butter up in that joint and some other artery clogging stuff. He tried to slide the olive oil and all that extra olive oil. He tried to slide all the good shit in. He ain't saying nothing about the butternut cream, the cream that was on top, and the butter that was on the butter on the joint.
None of it.
And all of that shit.
Snowball. It might have had a snowball on the top of that joint. Been real gooey. Yeah.
JoJo, talking about something gooey and good. I want to give you your props to your candy. He made some little candy bars. I got a couple of little pieces left in the freezer. I put that joker in the freezer, and it tastes. It was candy, and he made it with real stuff.
Yeah, I had my plan was to make a whole bunch of candy bars and take them to my comedy show, as I do, and my machine went up on me, and I wasn't able to finish it like I wanted to, so I just brought a couple of the ones that I've just finished making the way I had to make them, so I could I was just gonna eat them, you know what I'm saying? So I gave some to the people that came in the car. I gave them some, you know what I mean? But yeah, yo, I met my machine. I got the new bottom. I got the new base too off eBay. Thank you, eBay. You know what I'm saying? That Ninja 1500
dipped in. Only part I didn't like is the chocolate, because it was like really bitter to me. But when you mix it with the caramel, the sweet from the caramel, and I was like, "What did you?" He said he used coconut milk. It was good, and Tyree was like, "Yeah, Mom, it's good." So when JoJo said I left it in the car, he was like, "Y'all keep it." We was like, "All right."
Next time, well, I had brought them for y'all anyway, for real. I had some more at home, but next time I'll make yours with semi-sweet chocolate instead of the dark chocolate. I like dark chocolate because I put the other stuff in it, so it got the bitter and the sweet together, and then the almond crunch with the bar that I ain't gonna give everybody.
I didn't get no almond crunch. I didn't get none of that.
You ain't get no almond in there. There's some almond in that. There's almond in there. Well, it's raw. It's raw almond, so it's not as dry. It's not dry. It's raw almonds. Organic too, baby. So you ain't got no pesticides in there.
Oh, okay. Well, kudos. You did a good thing. I know how you eat. You used to come to the studio with what was that? Alfalfa and that damn avocado sandwiches. I see how he eat. He eats
alfalfa sprouts and avocado, man. That's banging.
I gave up that mix. My awareness expanded in my, climb to health. And you find out that you eat all your fruit on an empty stomach by itself early in the day. That's the first thing you want to break your fast with is fruit. Real fruit, not no canned fruit, not none of them packs and nothing processed.
Not no fruit cups, but
yes, whole food. And then after you eat your fruit, you have to wait a half hour or an hour if you eat dates and bananas, you have to wait an hour for it to leave your stomach. Or if it's no dates and bananas in it, you only have to wait a half hour before you eat again, because you don't want to put no food on top of that, or it'll ferment and turn into it'll retard itself, and then won't give you no nutritional value out of it. You won't get no nutrition out of it. So, and then after that, go about your day. But you want to eat your fruit like that. You don't want to mix fruit with nothing because it ferments your stomach.
All of this time they putting fruit in the damn oatmeal, and you ain't even supposed to eat it.
Everything we eat does that. That's why everybody walking around with pot bellies detoxification is never done in the system. The body just continues to hide the toxins in your cheeks, in your waistlines, all the places away from your main arteries. That's how smart your system is. It hides all the fat away from your main arteries until it can't no more. Because it wants to come back and get it later, but we always eating a bad combination food, which retards the stuff, and it takes hours just to get out the stomach. Instead of a few, it takes several.
Yeah, that's right.
With no nutrition either.
Oh, good morning.
Hey, what's up, Shorty?
Wellness Wednesday. We got some things on the. Hey, real quick, Molly, play that up a video, because I just that quick forgot what the hell I was going to say. Oh, I do know. I want to thank everybody for their prayers for my uncle. They got him up yesterday. When I say up, brought him out of the coma yesterday. So they had him intubated and everything. So, and he's doing well. He's conscious. My aunt went to go see him last night at the hospital. So thank you guys so much for everybody prayers and everything, because I was concerned about that thing, So prayers out to you, Uncle Doug, and the McFarland family. We love you. Love you, Uncle Doug. He's
What's
one
up?
of my fans, my listeners. Him and my Aunt Laura, every time they could get a chance to listen, he just used to like to hear me talk ever since I was a little kid. So
I like to hear you talk. You're awesome.
No, you like. Let me tell you something, Damon. I usually don't bring stuff that happens on another show onto this show, but Damien, do not call me out of my name. I do not want to be called a slut, a whore,
I didn't say
a bitch.
I didn't say that.
I don't want to be called none of those things.
I never said those things.
You called me a slut last night.
How did I call you a slut last night?
Yeah, you did.
You gotta do the recap, because I don't know if I.
Until you go to the recap, you say, "Out there, you fucking slut. You don't fuck nobody, but you fuck everybody." I'm like, I'm gonna give you a pass on the slut bucket, but I give you one is for free. Next time we're gonna knuckle up, Damien. I'm gonna do like
what I see now you're missing what I said, Althea, and what I said is Althea is not a slut.
Listen, y'all go listen to the recap of the show, y'all. Because
the show that you sent in the group chat.
Huh?
Yeah, I said Althea is not a slut.
No, he said it live
on the show.
He said it on the show live.
He said it live on the show. Y'all watch it.
Lee, what did I say? Lee, you were paying attention.
Yeah, man, that was if I could have got through that phone, through that camera, I could have beat your ass right there, bro.
There you go.
Wait a minute, we gotta make sure because last time you ain't hear it right before. I ain't saying this one's wrong. I ain't saying nobody said nothing. Either way, I'm just saying last time you heard something, Lee, that didn't get said, and you was
No.
tight for a second.
It was no. I didn't hear. It was
I'm
not
sorry,
said, but
Althea. I didn't mean
it was
I
not
didn't mean no
said.
harm.
It was just that close to being said, and I was deflecting to make sure it didn't get said. That's what I was doing. I was preventing from it being
Right.
said because it had been said previous.
Right. Well, see,
Right.
Damien, we just got to rein you in. I just got to let you know what I like and what I don't like. You know, some people,
Yes, ma'am.
some people, you know, is cool with it. And we was in mixed company. We had guests on the show. We had Torrey on the show. We had
He was
King
great.
James on the show, and some new
great.
fellas on the show. I was like, I'm about to get my forever, and Damien messed it up by calling me a slut. I'm like, dang. But I got him anyway because I gave him the panties, y'all.
That's right. You did give him the panties. Yeah, that's what's up.
That's why he said that. That's exactly why he said it.
No, this was at the very beginning. Damien was giving his introduction.
No, Lee's right. It was after you showed the panties because I didn't say shit.
No,
until
I
after
didn't
you
show
showed
the panties at the end. You called me to select
Right.
the beginning of the show. So anybody goes to South of the City, we go to the beginning of the show. I'm gonna pull it up because I'm gonna clip that part. We don't clip that.
Well, for one day, just for one day, message.
Okay.
You said for one day, what?
If you ain't seen the movie, you need to watch it.
Message. Get your ass out there and be slutty for somebody for a day or something. You gotta do something to get that stuff off the shelf.
McNasty.
You better find you a gentleman and be slutty on him or something. I don't know how you want to do it, but do it some type of way.
See, now that's just instead of defending it and instead of defending her, you sent her out there on the corner. That's just.
I ain't put her on the corner. I told her to find a gentleman.
Yeah, I mean, you told her to get on the. You just told her to get on the corner.
I can have a lady and a freak in the bed. What you talking about?
No, you said find you. You said somebody that's putting her on the corner. Versus defending her, you want to put her on the fucking man. Y'all men are, and I'm point.
You want to be one.
Wait a minute, and I'm 0.5%, and it ain't right. On neither side, it ain't right. I'm 0.5.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
That's the same as like when a guy calls me a bitch. I'm like, you want to see what a bitch is?
Yeah. Is he wrong there? See, is he wrong? Because you just did that.
Men can be bitches too, though.
Because you just showing them that you can get down like that.
Men can be bitches too.
Just got an in and of a flight. Apple bottom jeans make you want to bite. Because men can't be a bitch too.
Men are bitches too.
Tupac Ben said that, and
right.
And,
so I don't.
Easy said the other one that everybody got a little bit in them. Everybody do something that's in somebody else's eyes was a bitch move or some bitch shit or something like that. Everybody from somebody else's view has played that part. Somebody has viewed you in that manner.
And down to you forgot what Motherwitz is.
Huh?
Yes, the Motherwitz is the bitch in you.
Oh God. Oh shit.
If you got Motherwitz, you got bitch in
JoJo baby, get it on the head. JoJo baby nailed it. JoJo baby nailed it.
I thought the male version of a bitch was a Mitch with an M. Mitch.
It is. But guys, I gotta head out. I'll see y'all in the future, okay? I got a job, by the way. Y'all have a
Yeah.
good day.
Good job.
Your money, Shorty. Holla at me on payday. Let me hold something.
Moving shit around.
Are you on the corner too?
No, she's
Oh,
on
yeah.
Destiny got her license and to move heavy equipment, I think. Was that the license?
Okay.
Yeah, she's a tow.
That's
She's
job.
doing the woman job. The tow truck,
right.
not the forklift operator. That's
right.
She's in a great spot. She could actually run the men over and stick them in the ass with the fork.
No. She can actually use the machine and be
Well,
as
you're
strong as
welcome.
a man at the same time. You know what I mean? No other way she can be that strong besides having a machine. So that's good for her that she gets
You
the
know what? You're
experience. So we get
absolutely
the
right.
experience every day.
You are absolutely right, because women don't take any woman that has ever took dick in their ass. They complain. Most men don't. So you gotta be strong. Now, keep
Well, I mean, damn,
keep
that's how
pushing
you
it. You
doing
got
it. Well,
you
that's how
gotta
you
be
doing it. That's how you
gotta
doing
be
it.
the
Do your
strong.
thing, Will.
You gotta be
the
strong. You
information.
gotta have a strong backside for that, boy.
Take that.
Tell your
Take
viewers,
that. There you
baby.
go.
Tell your viewers.
You got
Dick
Trey
boy.
over there and said, take that.
Hey. In the words of Damian Seaman, dick port.
Dig.
Hey, but when I see Destiny's videos on Facebook when she's dancing in
Oh,
front of the
Lord,
camera,
there you
I'm
go.
like, wait a minute, is this Facebook or did I just log into OnlyFans?
Wellness
Wait
Wednesday.
till you see her on that big equipment, brother. You really gonna fall out.
You really gonna trip out.
She's not on no big equipment. She on a fucking forklift, bruh.
All right. Well, it's big enough.
Like,
Shit.
Ronnie said Lee sound like she's talking from experience. I don't know what part he's talking about though, but he said she sound like she's talking from experience.
I am talking. I am speaking on. I can only speak on experience, young man. I don't take it in the booty.
Ain't no wrong
I
with
leave,
that.
but you got a fat ass
She's
while
hit
you're
some
talking.
dudes though. She's hit some girls and she hit some dudes and she know who do the most bitching.
I really don't.
You just
really
told everybody. You just told us that.
No, that's what you accepted. That's what you comprehended.
Today we're gonna comprehend.
Okay. Go back and listen to your face. I think your face be getting in the way of your ears.
I'm coming up here trying to need some exercise, need to burn off this fat, need to change my way of thinking, and y'all two want to go at it.
About sex. That's exercise.
There you go. Nailed it. Lock it in. Exercise. Lock it in.
I couldn't even lift my leg up and hold it in the air, the position he said, for 5 seconds without getting winded. It's a procedure they had me do. And I today wasn't a good day. Today wasn't a good day.
It's a great day, Shorty. You still stepping through. You went there. You did what you did. That's what it is. You'll be back next time, Shorty. You'll be back next time. You just keep your head up. Don't dread going back. You know what I'm saying? Get excited because now you got something to level up against. You only did 2 of them today. Tomorrow or next time you're going to do 3 or 4. But you got to do some of these while you're not in the doctor's office too now there.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
How many squats can you do?
Oh, with my walker? I can
no, with that squats.
Squat with my walker. I need to balance.
Yeah, she's gonna have to use her walker. She ain't gonna be able to do it without her walker, Lee. She can hold on to your walker. You're allowed to put your hands on something and do a squat. You can do that.
Okay.
Do what you can do. Yeah, she got balance, Leo. She'll roll right over, big ass head, fall backwards or something. Shit.
Do y'all remember the movie Peter Pan, or was it Hook? When the little black boy rolled into a ball, he took
that Hook.
I swear that was me. He could make it say the little fat boy, and he just told it to him that when I tuck my head into my chest and I bring my knees up to my stomach, that is you right. I roll right on over. Boom, boom.
That was funny. That was funny.
That's
that was a good one, JoJo.
I do need the
That's
balance.
what's up.
Y'all know my balance to be off. You know,
You get it back. Keep going to your therapy and keep going through it. I know that in that pain you'll get strength. You know, so just keep pushing. That's it. That's it. And don't be, you know what I mean, and let the sucker in you stay home that day. You know what I mean? Leave that sucker home. That's gonna bitch and complain and do all that. Leave that sucker home and come on out. You know, on therapy day especially, and do something in the house. Nigga, you can do something and stop for 15 minutes and do 3 sets of shoulder presses. You don't even have to have weights in your hands. You can do stuff without weights at first. You don't need weights. Just do 3 sets of 5, reaching over your head. You don't even got to go all the way down, touch your toes. You can come down to your waist.
Grab a can of corn.
Yep, you can do them dumb little curls. You can do like 4 exercises, 3 each, 3 times each, 5 sets or something like that. 3 sets even, and keep it moving for the day, and do it again later on for you. You know, you'll get a habit. It'll
and
form.
I actually got weights. I got 5 and 10 pound weights too.
Yeah, but you don't need a whole lot of weight now. You just want to be moving. You want to be burning. That's all you want to do.
Let it burn.
Yeah,
I don't want to go down the colleges burn. I want that slow burn.
Yeah. You don't want that. You don't want that. No, don't take it off the shelf for that. Don't take it off the shelf for that. Don't take it off the shelf for that.
We got another video, Molly. This has been Wellness Wednesday on the Morning Max Show. And I kirked last night on Salt City. I gotta watch it.
Oh my God, it looks like Damien.
Are you giving your body the water it needs to keep you healthy? How do you know you're dehydrated? You're going to take your 2 fingers, pinch behind the back of the hand like this, and pull it up. Hold it there a few seconds. If it comes right down real quick, that means you're hydrated. If it comes down slowly, you're dehydrated. Drink your water so your body will love you. Are you giving your body the water it needs to keep you healthy?
What y'all dehydrated at?
That's right. Now, I want everybody on the Morning Max Show, hold your hand out like this. Pinch the back. Can y'all do it? And y'all can see. Boom, it came down. Trey, you hydrated, baby? Let me see. Trey, Trey hydrated. Lee, where you at? Lee, Damien, come on, Damien. Hold it, pinch it. Damien, you got pinch it. Did it go down slow?
Yeah, I went down slow.
Damien need to drink. You need to drink a little bit more. Get hydration up.
You know, beer and alcohol dehydrates you, shorty, and he sucks them down, so he definitely dehydrated.
Mr. Edible Bones, good morning, Kiani. I want to
Good
see
morning, Reefer.
Turn on your paper and do the test.
Yeah, I didn't check. You know, I drink water all day with lemons and limes and cucumbers all day long. I only drink water. I don't drink nothing.
I know what you say with your mouth. I want to see your hand. Put your hand up. I want to see it. Put your hand out and pitch the back up.
I don't drink a lot of water, Kiani. I eat a lot of fruit. That's what I do. I get my hydration from the super fruit.
I want to see yours, JoJo. You pinch the back of your hand, Kiani.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm trying to hold it on one hand and then trying to do it.
My hands, I already showed you what I got my hands in the midst of. I'm still down here prepping and cutting and dipping and dodging.
Okay, get my shoes on in.
Lee, where you at, Lee? Did you show your hand, Lee?
No, I didn't show my hand, but I did the test, and I need to drink more water.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Rodney said you can squat over Tank and do a whole bunch of squats. Probably. Damn, how many you can do that? You can probably do 50 or 20 or 40 if you had somebody like that, huh?
Please don't mention Tank. It's over.
Listen, I'm just reading the comment. That's all I did. Read the comment.
Rodney, it's over. First of all, he don't want me. And it's over, and I'm past that stage now.
Mr. Rodney, Tank is ding ding.
It's done. It's dead. And then take him out the easy bake oven because he done. Ping.
Oh yeah.
Dun, 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 son.
It's okay.
Big back.
Yes.
Oh, yes, it's
So,
over.
bigger, better
Call it a
thing.
day.
I got me a dude from New York. He's 6'6". Yeah.
I hear you, shorty.
I met him last
Somebody
night.
to hold you up. That is somebody.
Yeah,
I hope.
that's what I'm saying. He got a nice voice.
Where you meet him at?
Yeah, I'm like, he looks
Go
slick
ahead,
with it
shorty.
too.
I'm
I got to be
I'm
careful.
glad you got this
I
other
gotta
big
get
red
y'all
nigga
to
play for the Knicks. Do we play for the Knicks? Do we play for the Knicks? Anything? Can I have a story? Can I have a story to tell?
Oh, you can make everybody
Everybody that's down understand on the inside on that one is.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Story
Just like the other one.
Yeah, I'm saying, does the dude you just met play for the Knicks? And maybe I can have maybe you can put it on him, and then I can have a story to tell.
I met him on Sauce in the City. Brenda Brown do her matchmaking thing. Look, I gave him the drawers, JoJo. He said, "Ooh, that's my favorite color." He didn't.
So you think you know Wix? Do you really?
What was that, Molly? You play the video, Molly.
He was talking about that must have been the drawers. When you gave him the drawers, the music played.
I thought it was the dude going right out of the field or something.
Nigga won the prize.
Right.
Drink more water. Yeah, we know. We're told it all the time, but is a couple of these enough? How about this right here? Is that enough? There's really no one-size-fits-all answer, but before you just shrug off this whole reminder of drinking more water, I want you to hear this.
Chronic dehydration can accelerate the aging process.
Chronic dehydration can cause your skin to look dull, uneven, wrinkled. Okay, now that I have your attention, that does not mean you have to start downing water only. You can drink seltzer, milk, fruit juice, even coffee and tea. These are great ways of getting fluids into your body. But Consumer Reports says stay away from sugary drinks like soda. They're just full of empty calories. So what about drinks and powders that claim to be ultra hydrating? Well, they often contain electrolytes, so they may be beneficial for athletes who sweat a lot, but they also have a lot of sugar and artificial flavors. So for the rest of us who just kind of exercise moderately, water seems to be good enough. But here's my cheat when it comes with the water. You ready? Food. For example, watermelon, one small wedge contains 7 ounces of water. Eat a large peach, you get 5 ounces of water. A cup of cucumber, that's 4 ounces. The water counts, even when it's not in a cup.
Wow. Now, Molly did say something to that effect. I believe he said it last week that you don't have to drink water to get the liquids that your body needs. She gave examples. A wedge of watermelon, 7 ounces of water. What? So
I just said I'm down with that too. That's that you get way better hydration. That's what I just said. I don't drink a lot of water. I don't drink a whole lot of water at all. Honestly, I get my water through my fruit. That's way better water than just look at and I saw this. I got this, and it's only common sense. Yaki Awaken, he said, like, back in the days, you know, when you went across, you went on long trips, you didn't carry big things of water. You took fruit. You took a little thing of fruits on your back, or, you know, some apples and some other types of fruit that you went across on your journey for the day, because that's how they got their hydration. There wasn't water stops in between like that. And they didn't drink a lot of water. Like we frutigores. We supposed to get our water from fruit for real.
Herbivores. You said
no,
he said frutivores, and that's right. I mean,
that's
are
what we are. That's what we.
What JoJo Baby just said is exactly right. I mean, if you think about it, all of your fruits. I mean, if it wasn't for water, they wouldn't exist. So they're like us as human beings. We're 90% water, 80% water. And but the other thing that he's talking about is there's good sugar in fruit. So it's called fructose, not sucrose. It's not sugar cane. It's fructose, and that sugar is good for your body. The other one's not, and that's what you get in soda pop.
And also with the fruits, you're getting all the enzymes and you're getting the minerals and nutrients and vitamins out of the fruit as well. So drinking a lot of water actually isn't good. Who says that? That's the market. The market's getting you to buy and drink a lot of water. They're trying to sell water. That's why. If you drink too much water, you're actually washing your bodies of a lot of the electrons and the minerals and nutrients. You flushing your system too much. You're not supposed to drink a lot of water. That's not how it's supposed to go down. But it's supposed to be a lot of fruits and stuff, but they make that so hard to get now these days, for people, especially the good ones.
We don't mean drink the juice, we mean eat the actual fruit. You got to tell the people
Yeah,
that.
only juice you should be drinking is freshly squeezed fruit juice. You shouldn't drink any of that pasteurized or anything out the store like that if it's not fresh.
Versus drinking the juice anyway. Even if you do squeeze it fresh, they tell you because you get more of the fiber and the nutrients and everything if you eat the actual fruit. That I do know.
Yeah.
That I do know.
Yeah, but too much water is not good for you.
That fiber helps you shit.
That is true. He didn't lie.
Thank you for reminding, and letting me know what
Isn't watermelon rind good for something too? I heard somebody said something about watermelon rind.
Absolutely.
But I couldn't remember with the watermelon. Watermelon is good for weight loss anyway.
It's a powerful punch. You can use watermelon rinds for a few things. You can soak your watermelon rinds in water, a gallon of water, and put it in your plants, and it gives your plants all this nutrients. Or you can take the watermelon rinds. Now, I would suggest that you're cleaning your watermelon properly before you do this. But take the watermelon rinds, a little bit of water, and a little bit of lime juice. And a freshly squeezed lime, or put a piece of lime in there and blend it together and drink that, and it's very powerful. You can do that before you work out or go on to exercise. You can use that as
plus the watermelon.
I know my grandparents have pickled it and ate it like pickles, like how we do pickles or whatever. I seen them eat watermelon rinds. And I was like, why would you want to eat the rind? We done ate the watermelon.
Well, there's something that's very beneficial that JoJo Baby was talking about in those rinds, whether it's a watermelon, a cantaloupe, or something. That's where you get a lot of collagen, and that's so healthy for your skin.
Yeah, I don't know about the cantaloupe rind. I don't know about the cantaloupe.
Let me see if he's hip. Let me see. Explain how you would eat the rind for me. And then I'll tell you if you hip or not.
Okay, like the watermelon rind that you were talking about?
No, not the watermelon rind, the cantaloupe rind. How would you eat the cantaloupe rind as much as you can?
Okay, just like you'd like prepare a butternut squash. You can actually take a cantaloupe because it's in the same family. It's got the same kinds of seeds, but you bake it, and then it's real
right
soft.
there. Let me kill that. I'm gonna kill you right there because you giving the wrong information out here. Because if you cook, you can't. First of all, you don't cook fruit. Second of all, cooked fruit ain't good for you. It might taste good. It might taste good. You can cook it, but it's not good for you. It's everything's out of it.
All the properties in it. Yeah, you kill the
You
properties.
kill it.
But
Fruit's not supposed to be digested. Cooked. Of course we do, and it's good. I mean, I cheat too. I eat an apple pie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like. Ain't no question, but it's not supposed to be cooked. It doesn't give you any. It's just bad for you.
No value. Is that what you said?
and any vegetable that you cook over 130 degrees, you actually cooked out all the nutrients out of that as well. So if you cook and not many people will eat, a lot of raw stuff. I don't know why, but it's delicious once you get all that salt off your tongue. You got so much salt and sugar in your body that you need strong shit to make it have taste. It has to be strong, has to be seasoned up and everything for you to have any taste. You know what I mean? You don't get the natural taste out of it, like a string bean, like a raw string bean. That's delicious. I mean, it's delicious. You know, I don't understand how do you eat a raw string bean with a corn chip or something? That thing is delicious. You know, so I mean, raw.
Yeah, boy.
I ate the
Well,
roast
I think you can look at it. I think Molly could probably pull up a video about how you could cook the rind of a cantaloupe, and it's actually has.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me tell you how to do it. The only way you can eat the cantaloupe rind is by getting a peeler and peeling the lumpy part off, and then underneath that will be green, and then you may eat that, and it has a lot of nutrients and minerals in it. But cooking it, no. You can do all your research before you listen to somebody else and follow somebody else's direction. You cooking fruits and vegetables is a no-no. Especially to a certain degree with vegetables, and fruit at all is a no-no.
Well, I guess we got it all fucked up.
That's why the pasteurization of fruit juice or any fruits that go into any of that's bad, because they bring the fruit up to a temperature to make it so it holds its so it holds shelf time and stuff like that. So that's the only reason they doing that, homie. We don't really supposed to be cooking any fruit whatsoever.
Okay.
Okay, so what about isn't peanuts isn't pecans considered a fruit?
Pecan is a nut. Ain't pecan?
I think pecans are. What's a peanut? I think it's what's the other one? It's not
it's a legume.
Yeah,
it's a legume.
Peanuts are legumes. The pecan is a tree nut.
I'm aware of what that is. I'm saying, but it's considered a fruit in humanization.
Really?
Nah, I don't think so.
That's just like a tomato. That's just like a tomato is a vegetable and a fruit.
Tomato's a root vegetable. It's not.
It's still a vegetable and a fruit.
Tomato. They always told tomato.
I mean, who knows where the origin? Man done mix it. That's man-made. We know that. You know.
No, that's what listen. It ain't man-made. It's earth-made. Man named it.
We looked
man
it
just
up
named
before, Googled it before. That tomato is that a fruit or a vegetable? Okay.
I don't know. All I know is that's what I was
we
taught.
did on the show, and it came up that it's a vegetable.
Oh, I thought you said potato. I didn't know you said tomato.
I said tomato.
Oh, I thought you said potato. I was like, huh? I was lost. Sorry, my bad. I thought you said tomato. I was like a root vegetable. That's why I said it right. I didn't know you said tomato. I heard you wrong, Short. My bad. Yeah, well, tomatoes ain't good for you. Tomatoes are so aesthetic that tears your joints up. The only tomato that's any good is the cherry tomatoes. And no, you're not supposed to cook them as well.
And they
If you cook it, it brings acidic out of it. You put heat on a tomato and it tears your ass up. Uh-oh.
Your heartburn like nobody business. I know that the tomatoes do, and because I used to love.
A tree nut. The definition's a tree nut. A tree nut is a nut that grows on a tree. Hey. It says other tree nuts include almond, Brazilian nuts, cashews, hazelnuts. I don't even got my glasses on, y'all. I'm doing good today. Macadamia nuts, pistachios, and walnuts. Damn, what's going on today? What did I eat that got my eyes working this good today? Shit.
Was it the carrots? Was the watermelon? What you had, Betty
I had
carrots?
no carrots. And the watermelon's out of season. I can't wait for a couple of weeks. I'll be back down in the sunshine.
When did watermelon get in season again?
Not up here. That shit's gone. I went to get one yesterday. They ain't had no more seed.
I'm reading this right now. I'm reading this right now about tomatoes. I can't pronounce the words that it says it is, but it's a plant whose fruit is an edible berry.
It is. It's a fruit. Tomatoes are fruits.
It didn't say tomato was a fruit. It said it's fruit, meaning whatever
What's
it bears.
That
inside?
means you can have
What's
the fruit
inside?
of your pick. Yeah.
What's inside of it is an edible berry, like
a grape because it has seeds.
I don't fuck with the tomato. The tomatoes ain't really good for you though, for real. Especially the other ones. All the other ones are really hybrid. They got a lot of fluid and acidic acids, and it messes with your joints and shit. A lot of joint pain from tomatoes and stuff. Yeah.
I know they were using it one time as an antitoxin. If you ate a lot of tomatoes, that you wouldn't get sick, but so much.
Antioxidant.
Antioxidant. That's what I meant to say.
Molly, let's see what we got the next video. I think I got another one as far as health. Moving right along before because almost close to that time. It's time. What Just Song say? It's time.
Hey, Althea, I'm sorry if I used that word that offended you. I love you with all my heart.
No,
Okay,
I mean,
and I won't
I
be
just gotta tell you, I'm okay.
Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Before you move forward, I just looked up what are nuts. Nuts are considered a type of fruit. I know. I read while I was in school. I done forgot more than what I forgot and learned, but yeah.
Just like apples.
Well, that one there. I'll take that one and put that one on the Christopher Columbus page. You know what I'm saying?
They're saying that nuts have a high content of oil, which they do.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, of course they do until we cook it out. But we don't eat raw nuts. We very rarely eat raw nuts. We eat dried, roasted nuts.
No, I eat pecans out of the tree. I get them right off the tree. When they when they fall out of the tree, I will sit there beside the tree and crack as many as I can and eat them.
We ate raw nuts too. I ate Brazil nuts off the tree.
What was the name of?
It's harvest time right now.
What was the name of them real ducks?
I'll show you my harvest on next show. I already been out there picking them and plucking them.
Hey, what was those other nuts that the little black, the real hard black was? We used to call them nigger toes.
Brazil nuts.
Them joint, they
Brazil nuts.
They almond nut. I think they some type of almond in it.
No, it's called Brazil nuts.
Brazil nuts.
Okay, Brazil nuts.
Right. What, the brown ones?
The one they call nigger toes.
I thought
those are Brazil nuts.
I thought you was talking about the ones out here that fall off trees out here, Lee.
I don't know very much of them that fall out here. I'm talking South Carolina, something I don't see around here anymore. Only thing I see around here is acorn. I see brown acorns and black acorns. I have not seen a pecan up this way ever.
Rodney Glover just said Lee. Wait a minute, Rodney Glover just said Lee loves raw nut.
But as long as his is overcooked, let him know that his is overcooked.
Dang.
Go ahead,
you so stupid.
That shit sounds like a snowball. Who said what? Come on, move on.
What?
Have worked with.
I'm glad. I'm so upset that you gave me a definition of that snowball shit name. I'll never ever be able to get away from it.
Wait a minute, we got a video playing, y'all.
What not to do. There is so much misinformation out there regarding plantar fasciitis. Many people end up wasting weeks, months, and even years on outdated tactics that do not work. I'm not sure what it is about this condition, but no one seems to know how to treat it effectively. This might surprise you, but if you are wearing foot orthotics, a night splint, a walking boot, rolling your foot on a frozen water bottle, getting cortisone shots, wearing thick, cushiony shoes like Hoka's or Brooks, you are sabotaging your plantar fasciitis recovery. I see these treatment applications again and again, and they all fail because they are either ineffective or short-term Band-Aids and do not produce lasting results. In this video, I want to share with you the 7 big lies about plantar fasciitis and how they are undermining your recovery. And later in the video, I will share with you what does work and how to address the underlying cause. So stick with me to the end. I'm Dr. Angela, and I'm the plantar fasciitis doc, and I'm all about helping you resolve plantar fasciitis at home. Now, let's get into it. The first big lie is that you need a pair of Hoka's, New Balance, Brooks, or Asics with thick, cushiony soles and built-in arch supports to fix your plantar fasciitis. I'm sorry to tell you this because I know how expensive they are, but if you are wearing a pair of these shoes, they are actually contributing to your plantar fasciitis pain. Here's why. All of these brands have a narrow toe box and an elevation of the heel, as well as toe spring. This footwear prevents your feet from functioning normally. When we walk and run, our feet and toes should naturally spread and splay. When we are cramming our toes into footwear with narrow toe boxes, it hinders our normal toe splay and weakens our arch muscles over time. The intrinsic muscles of our foot will basically shut down, and your foot will lose its ability to absorb shock. Wearing footwear that narrows at the toe is actually the #1 cause of plantar fasciitis. Also, elevation of the heel places excessive stress on our forefoot because of the downward angle, and it also causes a chronic shortening of our heel cord, which is our calf muscle and Achilles tendon. So this is why so many people have short, tight calf muscles. It's because of your shoes. Zero drop is the term used to describe a completely flat shoe from heel to toe. When a shoe has zero drop, it distributes your body weight evenly across the foot and encourages natural arch support. Toe spring is an upward angle of the toe of the shoe. This places your foot in an unnatural position and creates mechanical problems in our feet and lower legs. We need footwear that supports the natural shape of our feet. A few examples of functional footwear that I recommend for plantar fasciitis are Altras, Zero shoes, Flux footwear, and Vivo barefoot. And I'll link these in the description. The second big lie is that you need foot orthotics to support your arches. Wearing foot orthotics is one of the biggest roadblocks in healing plantar fasciitis. Orthotics weaken your feet over time. Our feet are inherently strong and do not need this type of support long term. A practitioner would never put a cast on a broken arm and recommend that you wear it for life. Once the tissues and bones have healed, you remove the cast and begin to strengthen the muscles. However, with foot orthotics, there is a neglect to implement an expiration date. Using an external device like an orthotic is a temporary solution. The third big lie is that night splints will resolve your morning foot pain. Night splints have become increasingly popular for the treatment of plantar fasciitis. Many foot practitioners will prescribe night splints to diminish your morning foot pain. And since that excruciating pain with the first steps in the morning is one of the most distinctive features of plantar fasciitis, the concept seems like a good idea. However, mechanically, it just doesn't make sense. Your foot is kept in this extended deep stretch for 6 to 8 hours that you are sleeping. This type of prolonged stretch, called static stretching, is where you hold the stretch for longer than 30 to 60 seconds. Unfortunately, static stretching has been shown to be virtually ineffective for this condition. Because plantar fasciitis is more closely related to a tendinopathy and a repetitive strain and less of an inflammatory disorder, the most effective treatments involve active or dynamic stretching versus static or prolonged stretching. So my conclusion is that night splints may decrease pain in the short term or diminish pain in the morning, but this application does not have a significant effect on prevention or recurrence long term. So you can stop wrestling with that thing all night. The fourth big lie is that plantar fasciitis is an inflammatory condition. If you've had plantar fasciitis for longer than a couple of weeks or even a couple of months, inflammation is no longer your problem. The latest research shows that the main cause is restricted blood flow and degeneration of the collagen fibers in the plantar fascia. The reason these findings are so important is because if you're attempting to manage your symptoms with icing your foot, taking anti-inflammatories, getting cortisone shots, and resting from all activities, then you are not treating the real cause. Furthermore, anti-inflammatories and ice restrict movement and actually interrupts the healing process.
Hey, Reese, can I just say two things before I lose them? There's two more things with that about that feet there, and that she failed to well, didn't fail to inform us about, but she made her point very clear. Anyway, being grounded, getting grounded, meaning being barefoot in grass or in dirt, not on a natural surface for at least a half hour a day if you can. And also that your feet hold your whole body in it, your back, your neck, your kidneys, your liver, your everything. There's a part of your foot that has a nervous system that goes up to that. I can send in the chart how your foot, each part of your foot is a part of your body. And so it's a very special nervous system. Like she said, being barefoot, you give away your natural instincts when you're not being barefoot to be able to detect something underneath you. Like I can walk through grass, and if I come across a stick, my toes will I'll naturally not step on it hard, right? Because it's just an instinct of your body gives you. But when you're not using that instinct and you're hiding it in thick shoes, as she was saying, then you lose you don't lose it completely, but you're not aware of it and your body doesn't respond to it the same. It would take more practice to build it back up. And that's the two things I wanted to talk about: getting grounded and all the nervous system that's in your feet. That the feet thing is very important.
I like what LA said in the comments. LA Pipe Daddy goes, wear flip-flops or nothing at all. And I rarely wear shoes. Rarely wear shoes. I either wear flip-flops or I go around barefoot.
Don't protect your foot at all. Flip-flops ain't good for you. But go ahead and finish that video, Mark.
Those one shoes she was talking about, the ones that got your that fit on your feet and they look, your toes are like little gloves on them. You ever seen them?
Yeah,
like you put them on
the one that look like feet.
I forget. She said it. Yeah, she said the name. I forget what they call, but they're good. They're really good for your. They really good for your feet to give your feet your natural strength back. I bet you that's what them Nigerians be practicing in for the Olympics when they running through the woods and shit, man. Because they can run. They got that. Them Nigeria, they be winning every year, don't they?
Yeah, that part though.
They be running barefoot. They do. They practice barefoot. Yeah. That's where that strength comes from. When people go practicing, athletes go barefoot in the sand to get their strength up, their endurance up, because you're using all your toes and everything to push in that sand, different angles and moving sand and stuff. It builds your calf muscles and all the tendons in your feet and stuff. So
Rodney said, "Tink Tink better not see this video. You don't need to watch this video." You're right. He don't need to see. Well, he used to have it. He just don't have it no more. Go ahead with the video, Mark. She got 3 more things, I think, before she finished.
I can understand why you'd want to try these measures to reduce pain, but focusing on the underlying cause is what brings true correction. The 5th big lie is that resting helps heal your foot. We just mentioned that plantar fasciitis is not an inflammatory condition. However, many patients have been instructed to rest and take a few weeks off from all activities. You've been told to stop running, stop walking, stop playing tennis or pickleball, or whatever it is that you do. This news can be incredibly painful to hear, especially if you're training for a race or a marathon. So you may take the time off, but when you return to your favorite activity, the same problem comes back. This pattern is a classic presentation of plantar fasciitis. If you want to fix the problem, you need a rehab plan involving targeted exercises and mobility protocols to rebuild strength to your foot and calf and peroneal muscles. Complete rest will not correct the deficiencies in your feet, and you will continue to have recurring pain. Now, there is a brief period where rest can be helpful and even necessary for healing. However, in most cases, starting a strengthening program quickly is the key. The sixth big lie is to never walk barefoot. This is another common myth. I know most of you have been told to avoid barefoot walking if you have foot pain, but this is one of the healthiest things you can do for your feet, and it naturally strengthens your foot core. Many studies have shown that barefoot cultures have little to no foot problems and have significantly straighter and more aligned toes. Now, it can take some time to train your feet to enjoy barefoot walking. You'll need to slowly begin to introduce your feet to this new concept. Try to make a conscious effort to take your shoes off when you're at your desk or just walking around the house. Because your feet can be tender, weak, and accustomed to heavy cushioning and orthotics, you will need to start slowly with only a few minutes a day. I recommend starting with going barefoot for 10 minutes each day, then increasing time each week. Also, another way to naturally strengthen your feet is to wear toe spacers. Toe spacers help to stretch and realign your toes from the damaging effects of narrow toe shoes. They also help to broaden the base of your feet, which allows you to use your foot core more optimally and increases that much needed circulation and blood flow back to your feet. The seventh big lie is that stretching will fix all your problems. Stretching your calf muscles and stretching the plantar fascia, which is the bottom of the foot, is one of the most common recommendations for plantar fasciitis. And it is true that inflexibility in these areas contributes to your problem. However, stretching without addressing the primary cause of your inflexibility will be virtually ineffective. This one thing that would allow us total freedom in movement is addressing our fascial system. Fascia is the connective tissue that wraps and surrounds every single thing inside our body. Most of us, when we feel tightness in our muscles, our first inclination is to stretch. But what you are really feeling is restrictions of your fascia. And you must release the fascia first before stretching will be effective. If this knot represents an area of restricted fascia, can't you see how this would prevent you from getting an efficient stretch? I offer detailed instructions on how to release fascial adhesions with a fascia release tool in my free guide. The link is in the description. So I'm sure some of this information is completely opposite of everything you have heard or read about plantar fasciitis. And I believe that's why people suffer for so long. My goal is to provide you with an alternative perspective to most of the content out there on plantar fasciitis. If you want to know what methods do work, be sure you download my free guide where I share the
Right, got it down now, babe.
Yeah, I was just
Got
saying,
it,
hear nobody say nothing after the video stopped.
got it all together now.
Still connected.
I'm gonna send that picture to you, Reese, so you can show it on another time. I have to dig it out of my phone.
Okay,
With
what picture?
With the foot, with the. Let me see if I can't find this mofo right quick.
With the shoe?
If I get disconnected, I'll be back.
Or with the shoe? Well, we are ended up another great show. Look, on November the 8th, y'all, 2 weeks away, we got an awesome show coming to town at the Galactic Panther for you. 1303 King Street, Arlington, Virginia. The Galactic Panther presents Lee Ruff Warren presents La Shangri-La. What we gonna call it? Lee, is she in here?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still here. The
Oh, no,
Shangri-La. I like that. I like it.
Shangri-La.
We got to start doing this shit in French. Uh-huh. Like that. Oui. I got a oui. But anyway.
Oui.
Yeah, oui. Big for it. Yeah, we got one coming on the 8th of November. We got a Friday night drag show with Miss Sasha Adams Sanchez, Miss Monet Dupree, and Miss Alicia Kelly. Now, I'm going to tell you.
Hosted by Queen Mother Moore.
Hey, is it Queen Mother Moore? Was it Moore?
Queen Mother Moore, yes.
All
Not
right.
less, but more. I'll give you more on that last time.
Oh, yeah. Miss Althea Farland herself will be hosting at the request of the Dolls in D.C. So, y'all make sure you get your tickets. Tables are limited. Space is limited. Get your tickets and bring a lot of dollar bills. Bring your dollar bills. Bring them dollars. Yeah, we need the sound effects. I like that. No, yeah.
No, that was Jess in the back. Jess, you want to say hi to the people on the show?
Hey.
What's up,
Can you
son?
see?
What up, Jess?
What's
Ain't
going
nothing
on,
too much,
Mike?
man.
Ain't
What's
too
up,
much,
Slim?
ain't too much.
You welcome. You all right?
Yeah. Got to head back. So I said I wanted to come back and drop that back off to you.
Okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? Yeah, I got through that jump. Had my little stimulator on and everything.
Oh,
yeah.
that's how the
Yeah, talking about my
you like Tink Tink, RoboCop. You gotta it's in a fuse to your spine.
Yeah.
Ooh, where your remote control at? Let me see. You got remote control.
Yeah, I got remote control and everything. Yep. I'm about to take this jump smack on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get to the other side for though.
Oh.
Hopefully, everything looking good.
Right. Your mic is muted, Reese. I don't know if you know that. Reese, you know your mic is muted?
I'm sorry. We
all
about to we about to end the Morning Max show. Boo boo boo. I don't know where Molly is.
Where Molly is?
There you go.
Yeah, mama, girl.
There go mama. In this lonely ass where we getting cold up. That's my theme song.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder.
It's been the theme song.
I've
been on this time.
Mama was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouting. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it.
Hey Reese, I text you a picture of that, Reese.
Okay.
So you can check it out. All right, y'all have a good day, man. Everybody on purpose too. Have a good day on purpose.
On purpose, thank you. I see you got hard till Thursday.
All right. That's all.
Thank you for being here. I love you. I love you, Trey. I love you, Lee. JoJo, baby. I love you. Damian Seaman, I love you. Oh, Brenda Brown was in the house.
Yeah.